Good morning, everybody. I'm glad you made it. This is our first full week of school since if you call it that. so, um, again, I'm just trying to do the best I can with the scant kind of resources that I have. We don't have the software we need, we don't have the technology. But you know what? We're making headways, and I'm going to do the very best that I can to show you how to do it. More than likely, I have a very unique idea, okay? And so, Marcos, is this the first time you're in class? Answer, please. Marcos Vaca, is this your first day in this class? I think it is. Okay, so can you hear me, Marcos? No, okay, well. All right, so Marcos is ignoring me, so I'm sure he'll. That's a, I asked you to right in the chat, bro. Oh, you were talking during class. Nice. Thanks for admitting that. That's okay. All right, all right. Yeah, they got you. Okay. You'll like this class better. I'd rather you be in this class. Uh, don't worry, don't worry. I got you. Okay, don't worry about it. I got you. Yes, I got you. I always take care of everybody. All right, so what you're going to do today, if you click, first of all, from now on, okay, please use Haig's class. I'm going to write this down. Please use haigsclass.com to log in. Okay, and so what you're going to do is you're going to go up to, if you're at the home page, on the left hand side you'll see it where it says Meet. Okay, if you click there, because what I'm going to do is I'll be switching around URLs. I don't want to have to, there's a lot of issues of people coming in. So now you're going to have to, if you have a student ID, okay, and you click on it and press submit, it'll take you to the meetup that you're supposed to be in. Okay, just by entering your student, I'm sorry, not your student ID, your student number. We all have two types of numbers here, okay, and one is a student ID, the other one is a student number. So please use your student number. It's a 5-digit number. Okay, so starting Monday, I'll send an email reminder is to use this method right here. And the reason is because I want to be able to switch classrooms here and there, and what have you. And also I might use other. This is how Technical Mind thinks. All right, so what we're going to do today is please go to graphics and then lessons. And you watched me before you change this. So, like I said, we are recording this, so I will have this for you. So the way it's going to work today is I'm going to lecture, and then you're going to do. So in other words, you'll get off this line, and you're going to do the deed, what I'm going to show you. So welcome to the wonderful world of camera angles. Okay, so everybody, if you can click on where it says period 2 right here, period 2, or go to your classroom, because this clicks right to classroom. And let me see if I can go ahead and do this really quickly. So there it is. Okay. Camera, before we start graphics, before we start photography, before we start learning about graphics. Now, some of you who had me before, and there's only a couple of you, probably are familiar with this exercise that we did. And if you had me in class prior, I think Melissa and Mahogany are the only two. You know the drill here. So if it's a repeat for you, again, I'm sorry, but the good majority of the people did not do this yet. So you must be able to tell a story with a single picture. Okay, we're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, we're on Snapchat. Well, you guys are, I'm not. But you guys know that I'm on Instagram, okay? So telling a story, and that's what this class is all about, is being able to tell a story. And with that being said, you need to be able to tell a story with one picture. Okay, so what I'm going to do is ask you to click here on this document. Okay, as soon as it kind of got a really slow internet here. Okay, so you'll see that there are certain terms. Okay, and again, I apologize for the slowness. Let me see if I should go to, maybe I'll go to 5G, if that would work better. Okay, so what the assignment is, and I'm going to write it in the, it's not letting me get in. It's not letting you get in where, Cassandra? Classroom? Okay, you guys got to finish your sentence. Hold on a second. There you go. So hopefully that did it. Okay. And hopefully that did it. Okay. So now with camera angles, before we dive into photography, into graphic arts, we got to be able to understand the importance of taking pictures. Now, if we were in class, normally what I have the students do is I would have them go out and take pictures of themselves, take pictures of objects, trees, park benches, things like that. And in normal times, I would even allow you to, take this work home with you, go to the mall, go to places, and take additional shots. And by the way, when I say shot, I mean pictures. Okay, so let's get that clear. So I want to be able to, like I said, try to make this classroom as real as possible. So here I have, and if I can zoom in, okay, what I need you to do is, next to every picture is a link. It's called sample. Your job today, and I'm going to give you about 40 minutes to do this, okay? So it's about 8:20, whatever 40 minutes is, it might be late. I think I have the picture. Okay, so mahogany, I know that. Don't tell me that. But if you want to use those, you can, just for demonstration purposes. So, anyway, if you want to share that, mahogany, I'd appreciate it. So, that lit. Okay. So I need you to watch these videos, and they're all videos. Your job is very simple. First of all, if you notice a sentence here, based on the samples, write down the definition and the purpose behind the camera. And we're going to open it up for discussion. You're going to add to this notes. This is graded. So the definition, for instance, a close-up, okay? The definition is a usually a facial only shot. If I can type here, jeez, getting tired of this. This is why I go to school. Okay, this is usually I'm so sorry. A face only picture. It's not typing because it's so slow. Okay, that's the definition. Okay, so do it like this, please. If you put the 1 there like that, that'll tell me what the definition is. Okay, and then you go down 1, okay, and listen to the definition is usually the purpose behind a close-up is to show emotion. I'm going to do the best I can with what I have. Okay, so showing emotion. Alright, so if I were to Google close-up, Okay. And I click on, notice already, there's a lot of close-ups here. So, well, and it doesn't have to be humans. I go to the back. Okay, Alan. Thank you, Alan. You guys, I decided you could just go to the bathroom. But Alan, I appreciate that. And if you notice these images right here, they don't have to be, like I said, in this case, this young lady, this young Indian bride over here, I don't know if you can see it or not, but she'll pop up here. This Indian bride, now it's not directly at the face, but it's from at least on this area, like just below the neck on up. Okay, here we have another, who is that, Miley Cyrus, is that? I guess that she does not look good at all. Okay, so anyways, then you got another one over here, that's a close-up. That's almost like another rule of thirds situation. Okay. You can also do a close-up of a body part. Okay. Vanessa, I feel you. I got you. I know my connection is bad too. So, but anyways, I'm recording this, everybody, so we're all good. So if you notice, you got a close-up of an eye. You can also do a close-up of an apple or a fruit. If you happen to have a pet, you want to do a close-up of is that a beagle? Okay. So anyways, you can also do close-up. This is what I call micro photography, and that's a really great shot right there where you got a ladybug on one of those willows, I guess, on those kind of. You can also do plants. Okay. I don't know what. I think this is what. What flute is that? Kiwi? Okay. This is not a close-up, okay? That is not a close-up. I see too much of the body. All right, but this one of Malcolm X definitely is. This one here definitely is. I guess I'm not big into celebrities, and no. And here's the deal: you got to. Okay, so you've got to take a picture. I don't want copying and pasting. Trust me. If you take images like this, where there's dew on leaves, that would be amazing. Okay? So let me show you a little cool thing here that I'm going to do. Okay. Okay, so you should see a QR code here. And I'm going to go ahead, and there it is right there. Alright, so you should see my phone. Okay, does everybody see my phone? Yes or no? Please let me know on the chat room. Can you see my phone? Mahogany, do you see it? Yes? Okay. So if I go into, see, just so you know, this is my workspace right here. That's what I see. So if I'm looking up, okay. So a close-up is something like, here we have it. Here I got something like that. Okay, close-up, I have a statue over here. So that is a close-up. All right. And it's, the other thing is, let me go back, let me put this straight up. Okay, and the other one obviously is a medium shot. Okay, like I said, I don't want you to take pictures at this point. I just need you to watch the video, and then eventually we'll do the, the lessons. Okay, so at any rate, it is now, let's say it's 8:30. I'm going to give you 40 minutes. Let's say 45 minutes. 8:30. So let's come back here at well, before class dismiss. Okay, don't leave yet. I'm going to take attendance one more time. Okay, because I see 31 students. Okay, so if you don't mind, so please do not leave yet. So I got all the way down to Gabriel Cano. Okay, and then at the end, I'm going to take attendance again. Okay, I got the attendance. I'll record them accordingly. And I will see you here at, let's say, 9:15. Okay, 9:15. You should switch the Google Meet on your classroom with the right one. What are you talking about? Okay. Okay, not sure what she's saying, but you can discuss that with me, Cassandra. Okay, so with the exception of Melissa Navarro, everyone else is dismissed. 9:15, I will be taking attendance again. Okay, so you can log off and do your work. Okay. Yes, sir. Oh, I gotta invite you over to Google Classroom, right? Okay. So don't worry about anything that you have to do in web design. I will give you if you did like the form and things like that. And let me see. Can you see my screen? Yeah. So we're doing camera. This is day one of camera angle. So we're starting with that right now. Okay. So you should be okay. Okay. All right. Peace out. All right. We'll see you guys at. I'm gonna have my camera off, but I will still be here in front of the computer, and we're good to go. Okay. So, like I said before, thank you again for the three I mentioned. And so do not submit it yet because I'm going to continue discussing a little bit about it. And I will, I don't see any reason to be in class the whole time, but whoops. Getting all these phone calls, and I don't know how. Ever since I put my number on the do not call list, I've been getting calls. Awfully annoying. All right, so with that being said, so again, okay, so the only person, again, I'm going to take attendance again in a few minutes, and I will let you know that usually a few minutes afterwards, I do take attendance. It's very difficult to make sure that everybody's here, and so I just ask that you be honest. And the only person that is Evan Flores here. Evan, no. I'm sorry, Albert Evans. Albert, not here? Okay. All right, so we'll move forward. I'm going to go ahead and present again. So you may want to have your documents open because I'm going to add to the notes over here. We're going to watch some, we're going to go ahead and hopefully you enjoyed some of the images. I said Albert. I got you, Evans. Ever. You're good. And by the way, Ever, Mr. Lamont says hello. He's over at Duarte High School, and I can't say that was a very big loss for this school. He's a great teacher, and definitely miss him a lot. And so, but anyways, we want to wish the new band teacher all the best of luck. And yeah, he was. I was really sad when he decided to not do this anymore because he was an amazing teacher, one of the probably the best band teacher I've ever seen. So I actually voted for him for Teacher of the Year several times. So, and because he's such a talent. Okay, so first of all, you should be seeing my screen. I hope you are at least. Okay, not yet. Okay, not yet. I know. Thank you. Sorry. We're in this together, everybody. Nothing would make me more happier if we all got A's and B's, or mostly A's. And so we are going to go ahead and start Creative Cloud work fairly soon. And I'm working on an alternative. I'm working with a tech team somehow to some way to get you into the classroom. And so hopefully we can do that. All right, here we go. So you should be able to see the screen again. Now, as I said before, close up, and I'm going to have this on one screen, and I am going to have, as I said before, we did close-up images. So the close-up image, now you can go ahead and add this, and I'll say exactly what I said, usually a face image, and that's true. Okay, and I'm not going to, hold on a second. And it is true that it's usually a face image, okay? But a close-up is also for showing, it's about emotion. It's, if you look at all the images here, okay, and if I typed in close-up image emotion, okay, and the reason why you want a close-up, and please write this down, okay? You want to remove all distractions. So I'm going to, again, I don't know if it's, I'm going to, it seems like it's more of a, so I'm going to use this, I'll copy and paste. So in emotion, let me, hold on. Remove all distractions. So it looks like I can do that pretty well. And let me see if I copy and paste it over there. Sorry. I'm just going to set things up here. Okay, so in other words, the background image, okay? So if I did a close-up like this, okay, the more focused you're going to be at what you can see. So in other words, the background. So like for instance, in this case right here, you got a close-up, okay? That's not a close-up. That kid right there, that's not a close-up. That's a medium shot. Okay, so close-up, if you look at some of these, you know, you notice that all you are really focused on is the face. There is nothing else behind. Even with this kid right here, okay, you can see the green, but it doesn't really play a significant part of the image itself. Okay, so what you're really doing is that now the most famous close-up shot ever was a movie called The Shining with Jack Nicholson. Okay, so maybe you've seen this, like this one right here. Now that was a close-up shot. Okay, that was a crazy, crazy close-up shot. And so you can see the expression, the craziness, okay? Just the overall. Another very famous close-up shot was the Silence of the Lamb. Okay, with Anthony Hopkins. Okay, so let me go ahead and look at that. Look at this close-up shot. Now, if you were to run into something like this, okay, you're going to be freaked out, okay? I would be freaked out, okay? And I know you haven't seen me as an entire person, but I mean, I'm like, you know, I'm like 230 pounds. That would scare me. So I'm just saying that the close-up, the craziness, and that is just perfect acting because you know he's not right. He's mentally deranged inside, and this is Hannibal the Cannibal, yeah. So, anyways, I mean, look at that one right there. Okay, so it doesn't matter what's behind him. It doesn't matter if he's in the forest or the woods. The whole idea is to, you know, remove all distractions from the background. Okay, so please write that down. Okay, so it removes all the distractions from the background. All right, and I'm going to do this and make a copy here. Unbelievably slow. Okay. All right. The medium shot allows for more of a it's more about body language, okay? So I don't know exactly what you put in there, but if you can see this, the medium shot is more about body language. So, or the middle shot, you know, they call it whatever. It's more about body language, okay? And you can see right there from the image. Okay, I'm going to write this down and paste this on here. So maybe you guys, again, I'm just struggling here. Okay, so if I was to, okay, so medium shot, as soon as I can get some images here. Okay, so if you can see right there, it involves the body, okay, not so much the face. When you do brochures, when you, business cards is more face up, okay, but the brochures, the posters, okay, you want to see more medium shot because body language, okay, and that's really, really important because it tells a story. For instance, okay, right here, look at this kid, I think that's a kid. Okay, yeah, it's probably a kid. So if you look at this, she's spreading her arms, she's having a great time, and here you got another middle shot right there, you know. Really cool. This right here is not that much of a middle shot because the middle shot to me is the midsection on up. Again, this one, not, I mean, it's close. I should not see the whole body. Okay, so I'm going to write this down, and I'm going to ask you to write it down too. Okay, should not see the entire body. Okay, because that's not really a middle shot. So again, it's more about portraying body language. The long shot is now something completely different. Not only, okay, so here we go. Okay, so there it is right there. Give me a second. I guess I shouldn't have it so far in. So I copied and pasted. So it's more about the body language and talks more. Am I frozen? Okay. So it talks more about body language. It talks more about like how we tell a story. One of the more famous long shots is this one right here. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, so there's a famous movies from the 50s. Now here it is right here. Um, probably you haven't seen this movie, The Lawrence of Arabia. It's one of those movies that just make you appreciate filmmaking. It just makes you appreciate Hollywood. Okay, it's just if you can see, this is actually a GIF, which is really cool. Let me see if I can open it up. This is beautiful. This is probably the best example we've gotten. So if I can give it a second to open up. Hopefully, well, I guess it's not much different then. Alright, we'll stay with, so I'll zoom in a little bit, but you can kind of see, well, I guess you really can't, but I mean, you can see the body movement. But if you ever saw the film, you can see the waves of heat. Okay? Um, sorry. Okay, so you can see the waves of heat. So the desert played a huge part in that film because the antagonist in a filmmaking, it's always good versus evil, bad versus, you know, wonderful. So the desert was the main culprit. The Lawrence of Arabia was a story about the Allies, and they were trying to transfer weapons away from to fight the Nazis. And the Nazis had every single angle covered. You couldn't transfer the weapons through sea and some land. They have it all covered. So the only way they can transfer these special weapons was through the desert in Saudi Arabia. And it was 130 degrees, way hot. So these poor souls had to find a way to trudge these heavy, heavy weapons across the Arabian desert in that really hot, hot, hot days. And it played a big role. Some people obviously died. Some, at the end they were able to deliver it, but it was not fun. So, so anyway, David, I just started. So what I'm going to ask you to do is open up the notes, okay? So the background, and you can see right here. Let me go ahead and look at long shots again. But this is a great example. Long shot. Okay. So I'm not gonna. I know I'm not gonna have much time to discuss it. Oops, that's the movie. Let me go ahead and type in long shot. I don't know what this photography. There it is. I'm gonna have to call up Spectrum and ask them. So as you can see, this is a beautiful long shot right here. As soon as I can open it up, this is really slowing me down. Okay, look at that. Now that, it doesn't get much more beautiful than that. So you see the full shot of a beautiful white horse. He's in the meadows, obviously in the wild. A horse that beautiful, probably is untouched, unhurt, things like that. Now here's another great long shot. You've got a couple over there. They're at the beach. Okay. Um, Here's another long shot. I believe this is a Lord of the Rings character. Okay, so you can see the guy right here. He's riding a horse. He's going. So this right here is an amazing shot right here because it's telling you where the guy's going. It's part of the story. Now, I'm going to try another one, which maybe some of you've seen, maybe some of you haven't. But if you haven't, you should see this. It's The Wizard of Oz. Here's another great long shot. They're going towards the Emerald City. Okay, so anyways, right here, I'm just going to zoom in, I guess. There it is. They're going to Emerald City. That's where they're headed for, following the yellow brick road. Another one is another scary part of the movie, if you call it, if it does have a scary part, is this scene right now. Look at that hallway. They're in that hallway and they're going crazy. You know, very long, very scary. So it tells a part of the story because you're going through the great unknown. Alright, that's enough for that, and I shouldn't have closed that, but I'll open it up again. Alright, that's the long shot, okay? So the long shot, okay, the background is part of the story. Now the cowboy shot, I hate to say it, but I can't find a good cowboy shot. And it doesn't really have to involve one person shooting another, okay? It doesn't have to even involve a bunch of cowboys. It could be, like, imagine two people, like a guy holding flowers behind his back, and the woman is, or, you know, whoever his partner is in front of him, and the guy's about to hand the partner, or the girl with the flowers behind the back, ladies, and she's about to give the partner a, bunch of roses or whatever you guys do. By the way, guys, roses work. Just letting you know that, okay? So, cowboy shot. Let me see if I can do this photography. I'm hoping I can find some good images. Not really. I've got to be careful. Okay, so you see, obviously, not much, okay? So when I type in cowboy shot, I get cowboys. Cowboy shots. Let's see. Again, I'm sorry for the slow internet. Okay, I can't find anything. So anyways, I had a really... Okay, I'm not going to bother. So anyways, it doesn't have to involve weapons or anything like that, okay? So anyways, it's just basically... I'm going to write it here because it's very difficult. So if you can look at this yellow sticky that I have here. So a cowboy shot... Cowboy shot. It usually involves two people. Involves two people and an object. Okay, an object, and the interaction will involve that object. Okay, so in other words, if you're a wide receiver, okay, and you're about to throw the ball. A good camera shot, if you did it over the shoulder or from behind the quarterback's back, and you see the receiver, okay. That could also be a point of view shot too, but it usually involves an object and involves two people, okay. And the interaction will involve that project. So it could be a weapon, it could be flowers, it could be a football, okay. And that is what the cowboy shot is. So I'm going to go ahead and write that down. I will ask that you write this down as well. Okay, now deep focus is a really crazy one, and that's a very difficult shot to take. So again, I'm kind of slow, getting ticked off here. I wish school was closer. Okay, so a deep focus usually involves when usually when one subject is being stared at but is not aware. So in other words, like here, okay, this is the scene from Star Trek. Okay, you these guys on the ground are okay. Let me find a better shot. So it's kind of hard. Deep focus. Kind of trudging away here. Okay, so a deep focus would be like this one right here. Okay, so you see these three characters here. They're not paying attention, but the audience is looking out the window to whoever this dude is right here. That person is approaching the house. And we don't know what that person is, but we know the fact that the audience is aware, okay? So the thing is that, okay, the one subject is being stared at, but is not aware. However, the audience is. And there's an anticipation. Anticipation. And there's an anticipation. Okay, what's going to happen now? Okay, almost like a shark coming at you. Okay, you know, if you ever watched classics like Jaws, or if you ever watch a deep sea movie where the scuba divers or the surfers, okay, you're surfing along, and all of a sudden this monster sea animal, it could be a piranha, it could be a shark, it could be a whale, okay, they're coming right after you, but the surfer is not aware, or surfers are not aware that they're being about to be attacked. But the audience knows it. The audience sees it. Okay, they're aware of it. And at the most, you're just like, oh my God, what's happening? You know. So, anyways, that's the whole concept here. Here's another one. The older movies really do a better job. This person, of course, he's going to say his name. He's going to turn around. You know, I don't see much else. At any rate, there's this to me is not. Obviously, you see these students are looking. You don't know if they're going to throw a snowball at these people. We don't know what's happening. So, but the audience is definitely aware. Okay, so let's move on. Again, I apologize for the slow internet. Oh, trust me, Spectrum's going to get a call from me today. All right, the Dutch tilt, it really serves no purpose. Okay, so the Dutch tilt, now I know nobody here in this room was born during the 90s. Okay, I was alive. And there was a show in MTV when it was good. It was called The Real World. Okay, and they introduced the whole idea of tilting the camera to kind of give it gives an ordinary shot some flavor. Okay, that's really the best definition. Some intrigue. Okay. In other words, a person walking down the street. Okay. Someone's walking down the street. Who wants to come in? Okay, so if someone wants some intrigue, so if I did a Dutch tilt, let me put this back in here. Okay, so if you see right here, like this shot right here. Okay, as soon as it kind of shows up, I guess I'll just do. Again, you got two guys just kind of talking to each other here. Nothing spectacular, but the camera is a little tilted because it kind of intensifies the whole scene right there. Okay, same thing with this. You're just kind of doing a low angle shot, but it kind of adds a little tilt to it, and it kind of forces a reaction. Now, this is a very famous movie here, probably one of the worst horror movies I've ever seen, and I'm saying meaning worst, meaning good. This was Jaws. Okay, and I saw that when I was 7 years old, and I don't think I've gone to the beach, and I'm still traumatized by that. Another Dutch tilt shot. You're moving towards something. Again, normally it would just be an ordinary kind of flow, but here another Dutch. Now a lot of these are you probably learned about the rule of leading lines. I'm not sure if we'll talk about that as well. But notice again, here's a skateboarder, ordinary skateboarder. We tilt the camera, gives a little bit more intrigue. Otherwise, we don't care. You know. All right, that's about Dutch tilt. All right. Now, when I have you go out and take images of your own, you do not have to do an aerial shot. If you do happen to do it, if you happen to be in an airplane, okay. If you happen to go up the mountains, the canyons, you know, if you happen to be there, or if you're up a building and you're looking down, then you can do that. I'm not going to encourage drones, but what you can do is actually do Google Maps. Okay, you can use Google or EarthCam. Okay, anybody know about EarthCam? If you go to EarthCam, you see a lot of aerial shots over there, and that would be good. So yes, with the video announcements. We do a lot of. We did a Christmas scene where we found we have Santa flying into the campus, and the shot we took was from Google, I guess Google Maps or Google Earth. So, anyways, it's basically aerial shot is, and we only have 6 minutes, and this will be the last one. We will continue this on Monday. So, but this assignment is due on Monday. Okay, so aerial shot, and I'm going to take attendance. It's just basically. Shows an entire geographical area. Okay, so that's pretty much all you got to write down. Okay, shows an entire for the purpose of the story. Okay, it's got to be a story involved. Okay, so I'm going to write down for the purpose of the story, and it's usually in the beginning. So in other words, if you have a movie that's based in Beijing, okay, usually you show the entire city of Beijing before you zoom in on the characters. All right, so let me see if I can find first aerial photo. I mean, this is kind of historic right here. Right here. Wow. Okay, well, I'm zooming in, and you can see this pilot here. Okay, so let's see. Here he is, right here. So you can see there's two pilots. One of them is a photographer. He's pointing the camera down, and this is what he's doing. This is the world's first aerial photography. So he had to take a camera and point down. Now we have drones and things like that. Okay, so I think that's pretty much it. I'm just going to show you how I take attendance. Okay, so I'm basically going to go ahead and do a screen capture. Okay, so normally I go down all the way down here. So if you're in the classroom, just like just like normal. So I got all this. I think only one person is absent anyway. So if I see I watch for names in the beginning and in the end. So All right, I got everything, and I want to wish you all a very good weekend. And the class dismissed. Okay, have a great weekend. Finish up your job. Turn in Monday. We have a 35-minute class. We'll talk about something else. Okay.